Well, good morning. It's Monday. Let's look back. Let's go back to Donald and see what's going on with him. Apparently, he can't make this $400 million payment bond for one of his trials, and I'm sitting around saying to myself that this is a man supposedly worth multiple billion dollars. I'm not sure of his exact worth. I don't think anybody really is, and he can't even get credit for that much for that, which is just a, not that, because the biggest reason he can't get credit is he doesn't pay anybody. He goes around and he just doesn't pay back loans. He doesn't acknowledge people who help him out and whatnot. He just keeps the money for himself, and you have to go after him, and they can't really collect it. But I think he has to put up property or something this time, so anything's possible. Have to wait and see what happens. Um, let's see what else is going on. I had something else to tell you, but I forgot it. But anyhow, I think one of the problems that's going to come up in this election is that the Republican Party, specifically the ones that call themselves MAGA, have no idea what the truth is. And if you tell them the truth, they don't believe it. They think you're processing and whatnot. And of course, now with artificial intelligence, they could be right. You know, it's ridiculous. Going back to artificial intelligence for a second, I just read an article that says parts of the country's economy is going to be could be severely affected by artificial intelligence. Of course, you're going to put a machine that doesn't cost any, that takes maybe one or two people to service, not to tell it what to do, but to service it, lubricate it, things like that, until they get the robots set up to do it. Then they become self-sufficient, and if they're self-sufficient, they don't need us. Okay. But dealing with the Trumpers, and they make up conspiracy theories and whatnot, and I don't think a lot of this could be done before social media. I think social media gives them the opportunity to lie. Because I can sit here and say anything I want and say that this person told this to me in confidence, and there's nothing you can do to find out if he did or not, or if it's true or not. I mean, you'll find articles on either side of the scenario. They'll say it's true. Others will say no, this is just bullshit. So I don't know how to tell you to find the honest to God truth, except you have to have a certain amount of trust. Now, having met, well, not, having met Trump once, long time ago, long time ago, before he was screaming about politicians and everything else in the world, I found his presence scared you. When I say it scared me, not because he was physically imposing or anything, he's just a fat slob, but because if you listen to him, you know he's lying. He's one of these people, if his lips are moving, he's a liar. I don't think it is. I think he's been doing it so long that he can't distinguish between true and false anymore. And I don't think that's a good idea for a politician, especially a president, not to be able to distinguish between true and false. And not only that, I don't think he knows how to judge people or analyze what they're saying. So if he's I think that's why Putin likes him, because he can lie to Putin all day long. Putin can lie to him all day long, and Trump eats it up. The same with Kim from North Korea. These guys were doing, you can call it whatever you want, mind games, long before the United States got involved in it. All right, long before the Korean War, when the Koreans used it on Americans. Okay. I forgot the name of the picture, but a very famous picture about that brainwashing and whatnot in Korea and whatnot. And I didn't think it was possible. I got in a big argument with a friend of mine. He said, "You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do." I said, "Yes, you can." I said, "Because you don't know what the subconscious wants to do. You find out what the subconscious, you can influence the subconscious. Maybe you can't influence the conscious mind to do things, but you can definitely influence the subconscious mind. Because you can make it believe whatever you want it to believe." Anyhow, that's not what's going on. I don't think it's going on with Trump. I just think Trump's nuts. But one thing I would like to find out is who's actually pulling the strings on Donald. I don't think Donald's smart enough to do half the stuff he does, or crazy enough to do half the stuff he does. So I think somebody's behind him. And it's probably a very smart person, probably, I would say, a white supremacist or a fascist, based upon what they let out into the public. But I don't know exactly who is pulling his strings, but I think somebody's pulling his strings, and I think that's who we have to find out, who that is, and then we have to go see if we can stop him from messing with our minds. All right, listen, Monday, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm always tired on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, you get the idea. All right, maybe we'll talk later. Take care.